Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the dark comedy film, Two Pigeons. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. Orlin is seeking retribution from the dishonest real estate agent who devastated his family by swindling him out of a house. Orlin will exact that retaliation as well, but in a cunningly unconventional way. Hussein is merely a mild-mannered lout aside from dishonest activity while wheeling and dealing properties for the greatest payouts feasible. He engages in daily activities like playing video games, occasionally watching porn, arguing with his fiancée Mel, and generally going about his business without much of an impact on anyone save Orlin. But when Orlin covertly moves into Hussein's apartment and systematically messes up as many little and big things as he can, the routine is gravely upset. Orlin wants to make Hussein's life a subtle hell without him being aware of it, from unflushed toilets and toenails under pillowcases to modified alarm clocks and silverware soaked in toilet water. However, Hussein is aware of it, which causes him and Mel to argue about who is to blame for the strange things happening in the flat. Hussein is at a breaking point in his relationship and his thoughts as he tries to figure out why his apartment is getting more and more out of control. At some point, a confrontation with the unwelcome home guest must loom. But if tempers flare on either side, that inevitable situation can become life or death. The idea behind Dominic Bridges' Freehold and Adam Mason's Hangman, reviewed here, is similar. In contrast to the latter, which treated the notion of a covert stalker corrupting a house as gruesome found footage horror, Freehold treats it as a darkly humorous allegory with overt class system critique. With a realistic revenge fantasy in which a downtrodden working man who has nothing left to lose takes the con guy who pushed him to the bottom right down there with him, author Ray Bunton seems to be exorcising demons. It's the kind of outrageously complex con scheme for taking advantage of someone that we've all wished we had the patience to carry through at least once. That is precisely the source of the movie's subtle chuckles when viewers choose surrogates they would want to see using a toothbrush drenched in butt sweat and agree that he deserves it. While Freehold simmers its build-up at a drowsy, protracted pace, its low-humming humor becomes more contagious in the meanwhile. The film's problem, though, is that because its premise is so straightforward, 80 minutes is more than enough time for setup and subtext to take root, grow, and complete their full cycles. However, the runtime keeps moving on with more of the same, weakening the subject by going too far to make the story longer. The movie keeps moving on the personalities of its characters even when the plot stops for Orlin to read a book, prepare a meal, or do anything else that can highlight the minutiae of his own schedule. In a role that is well suited to his physicality, renowned creature actor Javier Botet, of The Conjuring 2, The Mummy, It, and many more films, removes the makeup to reveal his lean frame. Hussein is given a surprising amount of appeal by Mim Sheikh, nearly to the point of dangerously precarious sympathy. Hussein is portrayed as pitiful because he is more obliviously mediocre than blatantly evil. Sheikh and his girlfriend Mel are a good combination for Mandeep Dhillon, creating a seesaw chemistry of fondness and irritation that comes across in natural couples dialogues that are true to life. The only other star on the ticket is Kola Bokini, who is wasted as Hussein's drug-dealing comrade who doesn't add much to their dynamic. Even the word comedy is a little bit deceptive because Freehold isn't quite a straight thriller. Although there is a monotone hum to the music when Orlin stalks about that suggests something menacing, the word dread isn't the best one to use. The movie also hits an unexpectedly depressing note on the way to its conclusion. This diverse range of emotions creates a distinctive tone that places Two Pigeons in an indie aesthetic limbo that is equal parts quirky, experimental, and strangely alluring. By purposefully creating an ominous atmosphere, director Dominic Bridges creates a film that always has a plan, even when the viewer doesn't. How long one wants to spend in the frequently unpleasant company of these two frequently awkward individuals determines whether this technique results in amusement or appreciation for the craftsmanship. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.